iSpec System Settings. The System Settings page stores company, web server, mail, license and application settings. After the settings are configured, they generally do not need to be changed again. First, are the company settings. Enter the company details, logo, custom template, which will be used when exporting documents, and depending on the version of iSpec, the awarded vendor fees. Next are the web server settings. Enter the server, help file, support and inspect URLs, Google Analytics ID, and maximum file size. Next are the mail settings, including mail check intervals, and notification sent time. Add any useful information in the user help box, which internal users and vendors will then see on the dashboard. Next, the licensing information shows the license key, other licensing details, and which modules are currently activated. Finally, the application settings are as follows. Awarded vendor can manage inspection. If this option is turned on, the awarded vendor can manage their own inspections. If it is turned off, another vendor needs to be added to manage inspections. Allow vendor registration. If this option is turned on, the vendor can register themselves in iSpec. If it is turned off, the register link will be hidden on the login page. Show Setup Wizard. If this option is turned on, the Setup Wizard will show while using iSpec. If it is turned off, it will not show. The next few settings are related to password security. Assign any user to a project. If this option is turned on, users from other business units can be added to a tender. If it is turned off, only users from the same business unit can be added. Number of recent projects. Set the number of recent projects to show in the dashboard. Show External Cost Calculator. If this option is turned on, the Vendor Cost Calculator link will show in the evaluation section during negotiations. If it is turned off, it will be hidden. Language. Set the language version of iSpec. Show History. If this option is turned on, the Show History link will appear in the clause library to view previous versions of a section. If it is turned off, it will be hidden. Allow Manual Pickup and Entry. If this option is turned on, the Register Manual Pickup link will show in the tender menu. If it is turned off, it will be hidden. Show Item Estimated Cost. If this option is turned on, the estimated cost will show in the document, and optionally for the vendor. If it is turned off, the estimated cost will be hidden. Vendor can view e-bidding chart. If this option is turned on, the vendor can see the vendor pricing comparison report link in the Tools section. If it is turned off, the link will be hidden. Show Version 4 Pricing Report. If this option is turned on, the legacy pricing report will show in the evaluation section during negotiations. If it is turned off, it will be hidden. Require shortlisted vendor for commercial evaluation. If this option is turned on, vendors will be required to be shortlisted to be included in the advanced evaluations. If it is turned off, the vendors do not need to be shortlisted. Vendor included in ranking. Choose to select only shortlisted vendors, or all vendors in the evaluation rankings, and how many vendors to show in the list. KPI and saving budget percentages. If this is set, and the awarded cost is over the budgeted estimated cost, the AFE will need to be restarted, and approved again. Allow importing with formatting. If this option is turned on, the Keep Formatting checkbox will show when importing a document. If it is turned off, it will be hidden. Idle Session Timeout. Set the amount of minutes before the system automatically logs the user out after being idle. Show Tender ID. Choose to add a tender ID before or after the tender name, or not at all. Prompt for budget and actual cost. If this option is turned on, the user will be forced to enter an estimated cost before the tender can be published, and an awarded cost before it can be awarded. If it is turned off, this will not be necessary. Document Wizard Defaults. Select the default tender document type, to either be an attachment-only document, or a full editing document. Excel Protection Password. Set the default Excel password for exported spreadsheets. Allow batch acceptance of responses. If this option is turned on, users will be able to batch accept all vendor responses. If it is turned off, the user must accept the items individually. Allow awarding to multiple vendors. If this option is turned on, tenders can be awarded to multiple vendors. If it is turned off, tenders can only be awarded to one vendor. Import new content during tender preparation. If this option is turned on, content in the document can be imported during preparation. If it is turned off, the Import from Excel option is hidden in the batch response window. Edit document warning during negotiation phase. If this option is turned on, a warning will appear when editing documents during negotiations. If it is turned off, then the warning will not appear. Show breadcrumbs. If this option is turned on, breadcrumb links will show in the system. If it is turned off, they will be hidden. Default evaluation type. Set the default evaluation type when creating a new tender. Default currency for new tenders. Set the default currency used when creating new tenders. Default user. Set the default user to show where the system cannot set the current user. Dashboard variables. Set the number of days before an upcoming or past event changes color to orange, then red, in the dashboard.